get him. Yeah, it looks good. Back out at the surf today. It is now November, which is super late for striped bass, but I've been hearing some rumors of some fish getting caught here and there, and you know, really, you can catch striped bass all year round. It's just not as many during the winter months. When the water's warmer, during that like probably May to August time frame, you can kind of expect to catch a few more, hopefully some bigger ones. During the winter, I always find that there's fewer of them. You know, if you catch one or two, it's probably a good day. And then also the average size is smaller. But again, it's the ocean. We never know what we're gonna find today. And today I brought with me 2 secret weapons to help improve my chances of catching one. So first off, let's talk about this one, which I got right behind me here. This is the Hiboy P6 electric bike. With a 750 watt motor and a top speed of 28 miles per hour, this bike offers powerful performance and long-lasting battery life. The UL certified battery ensures reliability and safety, making it an excellent choice for your outdoor adventure. The 26-inch by 4-inch fat tires make it easy to conquer various terrains, including mountains, gravel, beaches, and snow. Whether for daily commuting or an off-road adventure, this versatile bike meets all your needs. The removable battery frees you from the hassle of searching for charging stations. Unlike other bikes, you can easily detach the battery and bring it indoors to charge in your home. So you can see here, it has your odometer, tells you how far you've gone. This will be your speed. I actually took it up to 26 miles an hour on the sand. Should go even faster on pavement. And then you have your power controls. So 1 through 5, or actually 0 through 5. 0 is no assist, you're just straight up pedaling. And 5 is the most power that this bike offers. There's also a light. You can't really see it, but it's on. You can see it. On, off, on, off. And a horn. Ready for this? That way you can alert all the other people on the beach when you catch fish. And overall, it's just a really nice bike. I mean, I've used multiple of these electric bikes and I've tested them all on the beach. And compared to some of the other ones like it, this one is definitely lighter. And also, you know, it doesn't sacrifice speed. If you'd like to get a bike for yourself, click the link down in the description. Don't forget to use my promo code to get yourself a little discount on your order. Thank you to Hiboy for sponsoring this video. So before we even start fishing, this bike has already provided me with a little bit of a competitive advantage, I must say, because I can literally pass up all those guys and target this one specific hole that I have right in front of me, which is where I'm going to start off the day. And then also with that bike, I can continue to cover more ground. If I don't happen to catch any fish here, I can keep moving, hit the next hole, next hole, next hole, and so on. And so hopefully we find some fish. The second secret weapon is actually not this lure that I have tied on here, although this lure has been killing it for me this year. This is the Ozuri Hydro Minnow. I forgot the exact color, but it's the blue on top, silver on bottom. This lure, especially during sunny days, during the day, is when I found this lure or this color to really shine through and catch quite a few fish this season. But I brought a different lure, which I've actually never caught a striped bass on. It's a pretty common lure. You know, if you striped bass fish on the West Coast, I'm sure you've seen it. But I personally, for whatever reason, I've never tried it. So let's just try this for a couple of times just because it's tied on, just to get it wet. If they happen to be in the mood for this hydro minnow, great. If not, we'll tie on the second lure that I'm talking about, which is what I'm really excited for. So for anyone new to surf fishing, when I say there's a good little hole right here, what I mean is there's some deeper water. You know, just because it's like a long stretch of beach doesn't necessarily mean that the water depths are all the same up and down. A lot of times you'll see this where there's like a sandbar on one side and maybe sandbar on the other side, and then in the middle there's deeper water. Even though you wouldn't feel, you know, I can't see the bottom of the ocean, you can just kind of tell by the way the waves are breaking, the color of the water. All right, first cast. All right, we tried it. I think I probably threw 15 to 20 casts, no bites, so let's put on the real deal here. All right, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. So this is the lure that I was excited to throw right here. This is a bucktail. And I'm pretty sure it gets its name because I think in the olden days, they used to, this fur right here used to come from an actual buck's tail. But nowadays I'm pretty sure that's some polyester. And this one has some flash in there too, so should be nice and juicy. Hopefully a striped bass finds this appealing. And I'm pretty sure, again, not a pro with these, never actually caught a fish. I think I have caught some fish, but never caught a striped bass with a bucktail. I'm pretty sure standard practice is to add one of these little curly tail grubs to the back of it like that, just to give it a little extra action when it's swimming through the water. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Just going to measure this one up. Make sure it looks good on there. Try to get it as straight as possible down the middle. So, there we go. It looks pretty fishy. Just going to strap this on. Just like that. We'll cast and retrieve this through the same hole. We'll cast this again. We'll do another 10 to 15 casts or so. Maybe a couple more if I'm feeling it. See if we can get a bite. If not, we'll continue on farther south down the beach here and see if we can find another hole, maybe have some fishing. So anyway, bucktail. Let's go catch our first bucktail striper. So this is a 1 ounce bucktail. I also brought a 2 ounce and a half ounce. So we can go a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier if we feel like we need to. But based on the wave action and where the deeper water is, I feel like 1 ounce should get us there. Let's see. It's definitely far enough. It probably wouldn't hurt to throw it a little farther, but we'll start with this for a little while. And we maybe bump it up to the 2 ounce if this doesn't work. Just like any lure, you always have to find the best retrieval speed. You know, is it worth it to give it some pops like this? Since I've never caught a fish on this, it'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but we'll try it. Mix it up as we go, see what works, what doesn't. There we go, there's the fish. There we go. Oh yeah, that feels like a good one. That didn't take long. That didn't take long. We're probably 7 or 8 casts in. The 1 ounce bucktail. Feels like a decent one too. Smoked it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on down. November striper on the bucktail. My first bucktail fish. Look at that. Look at that bucktail. Right in the corner of the mouth. Alright. Not a bad fish to start us off there. There's definitely a wide variation when it comes to striped bass here on the West Coast. I'm not sure if the East Coast is the same or not, but here on the West Coast, there's a wide variation of straight lines versus scattered lines. I'm not too entirely sure what causes that. Might just be random. I've heard a few theories behind it. Some say that it depends where that striped bass spawn, which could be true. I don't really know for sure either way. But anyways, that one has a lot of scattered lines. You can see not very straight down the side there, but quality fish nonetheless. I'd say he's probably about 26, 27 inches, something like that. Solid fish. And technically you can keep this, the minimum size here on the West Coast for striped bass is 18 inches, so that's well beyond the minimum size, but we're gonna actually let him go. Let someone else catch him. All right, let's go get him. Good release here. one on the board. And that bucktail, I never had to switch it up. You know, I was talking about maybe going to the 2 ounce, but I really like to go as light as possible. So if I can get out far enough with this 1 ounce, I feel like it's the ticket. So anyway, let's get back in there so we can get another one. So that was pretty much, as far as I know, just a straight retrieve. I can go back and look at the footage later, which is one of the nice things about filming all of my fishing sessions. I can go back and literally relive the moment. But as far as I remember, just straight retrieve, and then wham, that guy slammed it. And I knew instantly it was a good striper. And especially with artificials, the name of the game is just trying to repeat whatever worked in the past. So if we can get the same cast in a similar zone with the same retrieve, it's likely that there'll be another striper out there that'll have the same thoughts of, oh, that looks like a nice healthy little snack, morning snack. And if that happens, I'll be a happy man. On to the next spot. I'm pretty sure the top speed of this bike, from what I read online, is 28 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. We're hitting just under 20 here on the sand, which is pretty dang good. But yeah, miles and miles of coastline ahead. We're gonna find us another good spot here, hopefully convert on another fish. I forgot to mention this before, but the reason I switched to the bucktail is because I came out twice last week to surf and casted that hydro minnow for, I think I tried a few different colors, and I might have tried like a Castmaster style thing. But anyway, I didn't get a single bite either of those days, so I thought something was up, something was wrong with my presentation, and I was thinking that because it's so late in the season, the striped bass might be a little bit tired of bait fish. There's not as many anchovies, sardines around at this time of year here in the Bay Area, and most of the striped bass out here in the ocean are feeding on sand crabs primarily. And although this isn't a sand crab, just something a little different from those jerk bait or you know, flashy bait fish imitations. And also I saw a guy nail a couple of fish on a hair razor similar to this, so yeah, it just pays to come out here, be observant, see what's working, see what's not. Oh god, not committing. I've gotten like 3 or 4 bites that are just like boom. I'm pretty sure those are striper hits, but they're just not, they're not really feeding, I feel like. It's kind of like a halfway, like not very serious tap. They're not really interested in eating it. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Heavy fish. Heavy fish. Been a little bit of a tough bite. Had to go quite a ways down the beach, stop at multiple different holes in order to find one to finally bite. But with the bike and the hair razor, or the bucktail, we're getting it done. Another solid fish, especially for this time of year. Maybe it's because the water's a little colder, I don't know, but I feel like these fish aren't super aggressive right now. That one's got some sand on it, but pop this bucktail out of the corner here. Alright. I always love when you first catch them to have that dorsal fin sticking up right in the middle. I always feel like they look so much cooler with that sticking up. But anyways, we'll get this one back real quick. So while I was unhooking that fish, you can see all these little orange chunks. That's number 2 from that fish. But what that means is it's eating sand crabs. If it was eating anchovies or any other kind of bait fish, that would be a regular brown color. Actually, this one you can see it's still got that sand crab's almost intact still. So yeah, it just goes along with what I was saying earlier, is I'm pretty sure these fish right now are keyed in on sand crabs. So I think if I came out and tossed, you know, bait, throw some sand crabs in there on a Carolina rig or fish finder rig, I think that's some good luck. But personally, I just like catching my artificials a little bit more, even if I don't catch quite as many. But that bucktail right there, getting the job done today. Sitting right there. I wonder if there's a striper next to him. Oh my god, there was a striper. Oh no, snag. That's a sign. Time to call it. Alright, it's gonna wrap it up for us today. Fun day out here in the surf. Like I said, during these winter months, honestly, a lot of times you don't catch any striper. So 2 fish for me today, I'll definitely take that. And not only that, I added a new lure to my tackle box. So if you want to get the same bucktail that I used in this video, I'll leave a link down in the description. All this is 1 ounce, and then I add a little white curly tail grub to the back of that. So pretty simple little setup. Unfortunately, I snagged it, so I don't have that one anymore. I'm gonna have to go buy another one to add it to my tackle box. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure. Later.